you. Bout number 3. May we have the following boxers making their way to the ring. Loyd Mujibilikwa and Christopher Lichaha. Loyd Mujibilikwa, may you please come down to the ring, and Christopher Lichaha also coming up next. Remember, we've got a World Boxing Federation title fight going to be fought over 10 rounds, ladies and gentlemen, between the ladies, one representing Malawi, the other one representing Zambia. So Elizabeth Piri and Sakina Ibrahim, may you please be ready for the World Boxing Federation title fight. And the preparation starts now. Coming up next, yes, fighting from the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Tiger, hailing from the city of kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, they call him the Tiger, with a fight record of 5 fights, 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, the boxer weighed 63.7 kilograms and is only 31 years old. A big round of applause for Loyd Mujibilikwa. And fighting from the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, in gold and black trunks, with making his professional debut tonight, ladies and gentlemen, CK the Movement is his ring name. Welcome, Christopher Lichaha from the Republic of Zambia. Maoko, 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 Maoko. So it's Zimbabwe taking on Zambia in this bout.
Yes.
Boxers to the center of the ring.
Boxers, obey my command always and protect yourselves always. Go back to your corners and come back to fight.
Yes, and the fight referee, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than Wirimai Mandaza. A big round of applause. Seconds out. Ready for the 6 rounds. This contest is a light welterweight contest. Round number 1.
All right, Tare, have you seen like beautiful action? We see this is the third bout of this evening, where we are actually going to witness Loyd Mujibilikwa taking on Christopher Lichaha. Amazing stuff. Christopher from Zambia. Yes, everyone is waiting for the action. Yes, this is what we're actually waiting for. Oh, both boxers, they are very energetic. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. Nice exchange from both boxers. A nice jab. That was straight on point. A nice 1-2 combination. Now he throws a jab, but that was a feint jab. Now he misses, he throws a 1-2 combination. A beautiful action. Now he starts with a left hook and throws a right hard. But he wanted the chin, but he was too late for that. Beautiful body shots. Oh, Now this is a really appreciated bout. I can best assure you, you can actually witness this. And we're actually live here from Mutare Sports Club and Amazing Action, brought to you by Charles Manyuchi Boxing Academy in collaboration with the Mutare City Council. This is called the Pride of Mutare. Beautiful action on a beautiful, beautiful night. Oh, now the boxer throws a double jab, but it missed. A nice jab from Loyd. Aim, those are heavy shots. Let's see. Now the referee has actually said a timeout. Well, the referee resumed. That was a nice heavy blow. Now he went for it, but that was a slip. Beautiful action, beautiful action. Now we see Christopher is actually going for it. And Loyd is a bit hesitant. And that's 1-2 from Christopher. Wow, now Christopher is using that style. Oh, another 1-2. Both boxers are clinching. Now Loyd discovered that the pressure is too much for him. The pressure is too much for him. And now his confidence is actually out. A nice jab. Another jab from Christopher. A jab and a 1-2. He had to do a follow-up. That was going to pay him off. Those are nice heady shots. Another heavy shots. Nice 1-2. Oh, another slip. That was a slip. Well, this is the end of the first round of this bout. A very competitive one.
But that was a slip.
What's happening?
That was a slip. Second down, round number 2.
Well, beautiful action now resumes. And if you're just joining us, we are actually giving you this from Mutare Sports Club, Amazing Action. And this is beautiful action sponsored by Charles Manyuchi Boxing Academy in collaboration with the Mutare City Council. This is the Pride of Mutare. And this is the third bout of the evening. So I can tell you that you should actually come if you are not here yet. This is the bout between Loyd taking on Christopher. And this is the only second round. On the second round, it's going to be a 6th round contest. Amazing stuff. And for the record, I have seen that Loyd Mujibilikwa, with a record of five fights, like 2 wins and 2 losses, is someone who actually fights for points. Actually don't fight for knockouts. So let's see if it is going to be the same. Now Christopher throws a 1-2. It throws a double jab and a follow-up, but he was a bit slow. A big body shot from Christopher. Both boxers are fighting on the orthodox fighting stance. A couple of combinations. Now you see Christopher wants to dig from the body up. A 1-2 combination. A solid jab, I can tell you, from Loyd Mujibilikwa. A nice 1-2 again from Christopher Lichaha. And from the look of it, you can see he's the confident boxer now. He's throwing bricks. And now he's going for the body. He's looking for a knockdown. A solid jab. Another 1-2. It throws a 1-2, but that was a nice counter from Loyd Mujibilikwa. That was a huge miss. You see, Loyd is trying to counter on that, but he's a bit slow. A nice jab, a solid jab from Loyd. Great boxing, amazing boxing. That was a slanted jab. That was a huge shot. Now he goes down. Yes, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens in boxing. That was a huge shot from Christopher Lichaha. And yes, that's the end. That's the end of the second round of this bout. Let us wait for the upcoming round, which is going to be the 3rd round of this amazing bout. And I'm your commentator, Nigel Kambui, giving you this straight from Mutare Sports Club.
Stand out. Round 3.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, amazing stuff. Now this bout was between Loyd Mujibilikwa with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses and a draw. And he was taking on the boxer Christopher Lichaha. Amazing action, and let us wait for the official results. Yes, as we are waiting for the official results, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a big lineup tonight. We are going to have about 16 bouts of party and party. So now the upcoming bout is between Simon Goma, the Hitman. Ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 12 wins and 3 losses, the boxer from Zambia taking on Heavy Mkacha. And after that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Ali Kabea taking on Lawrence Chiangwa. And after that, we're going to have Mary Mwango taking on Loveness Coker. And as a reminder, we also have title bouts. We've got this super flyweight title where Ibrahim Sakina is taking on Elizabeth Piri. And the other title fight.
Yes, DJ, thank you, DJ. Muripwere Mutare. Aiwa zvinenge zvakusobida nditi. Regai ndikuzivisei kuti pano hatisi tega. We've got some delegates among us. Tine madelegates vauya. Ndichazongoita nekuda kwenguva handiti. Ndichaita kuti timboona management inogona yeCity of Mutare vangosimuka muvaone. Management yeCity of Mutare simukai. We want to acknowledge your presence. Yes, a big round of applause for the management yeCity of Mutare. Thank you so much. Ayuagara enyupasi. I would like also to acknowledge, are you aware kuti tine 25 councillors vari panapa vedu vemuno vekanzuru yedu yeMutare. Ndichangokumbira kuti mungosimuka muri pamuri ipapo. We just need to to acknowledge your presence. These are the councillors. Varipo. Tinokutendai for a job well done. Thank you very much. Yes, I also take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to announce the presence of the chairperson of Zimbabwe Sports Development for ED. Vari pano ndichangoita kuti vasimuke mungovaona vari ikoko. Comrade Gabriel Togarepi. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, tiripo zvakare tina sisi vauya pano vakamirira kuchechi kwedu kwatinopinda nditi. Vari pano Central Committee member Comrade Precocious Dambuza, I saw you. Ndichakudaidzai kana nguva yakwana. Yes, I can acknowledge. I've seen also the promoter for the Charles Manyuchi Boxing Academy. Yes, vakapiwa mubairo manje muchavaona vachipinda muring imomo. Yes, we've got the results to the center of the ring boxers. We will announce the results. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the results for the third bout of the evening. The bout featuring the boxers Loyd Mujibilikwa fighting from the red corner and Christopher Lichaha fighting from the blue corner. It ended, ladies and gentlemen, in the third round by a technical knockout. A big round of applause for the winner, Christopher Lichaha.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as we actually witnessed this big win for Christopher Lichaha. This is the boxer from Zambia. Amazing stuff. And that was a knockout. Amazing stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just going to vent to the other bout.
Hold it. We need that song. We need it. Just hold it. Coming up in the fourth bout, ladies and gentlemen, number 4, we have fighting under the Charles Manyuchi Boxing Academy.